This is the story of a bond that transcends words, a journey of healing that began with a dog named Daisy and two young girls, Emma and Lily, whose lives were filled with struggles. Emma, a quiet and reserved child, faced the overwhelming challenge of anxiety, while Lily carried her own emotional burdens that often weighed heavily on her heart. Both girls navigated through a world of worries that others couldn't fully understand. But little did they know, a dog with nothing but love and compassion was about to enter their lives and change everything. Daisy wasn't just any dog. She was a therapy dog, trained to sense the silent struggles of those around her. When she entered Emma and Lily's lives, it felt as though fate had guided them to this moment. At first, it wasn't easy. Emma was afraid of opening up, and Lily, too, feared being abandoned by those closest to her. Both girls had emotional scars that seemed impossible to heal. But Daisy, with her soft eyes and calming presence, slowly started to break down the walls that the girls had built around themselves. Daisy's role in their lives went beyond just being a companion. She became a lifeline. With an innate understanding of when the girls needed her most, Daisy would rest her head on Emma's lap whenever her anxiety became too overwhelming, or nudge Lily's hand when panic was starting to rise. Daisy didn't just comfort them. She taught them to trust again and to believe that happiness was possible. The real turning point came when both families, the Harrisons and the Cartwrights, realized that Daisy could not just belong to one family. She could be the bridge between two worlds, two homes. Instead of restricting her to just one household, they came up with an idea that no one expected: a shared custody arrangement for a therapy dog. It was a decision that initially left Emma and Lily feeling torn, unsure about sharing their beloved Daisy. But as time passed, they discovered something extraordinary. At first, both girls struggled with the idea of sharing Daisy, fearing that it would take away from the special bond they had developed. But as the families began to navigate this unique arrangement, they discovered that love doesn't divide when shared, it multiplies. Emma and Lily began to share their stories with one another, offering comfort and understanding in ways they hadn't before. With Daisy's help, they learned to heal, not just from their individual struggles, but also from the fear of losing someone they loved. They realized that their love for Daisy could only grow stronger. When Daisy was chosen for a training program in Houston, it seemed like a setback. 3 weeks of separation felt unbearable to Emma and Lily. However, instead of withdrawing into their anxieties, the girls found strength in their shared connection. They began documenting their journey, creating a blog, and writing letters to the children Daisy would help in Houston. What seemed like a loss turned into an unexpected opportunity for growth, both for the girls and their families, and it opened new doors to healing. This is not just a story about a dog and two girls. It's a journey of discovering how far love can take us when we open our hearts to each other, and how healing happens when we embrace community and shared support. The idea seemed unconventional at first. Two families, each with their own lives, responsibilities, and homes, sharing the custody of a therapy dog. But as the Harrisons and the Cartwrights sat down to discuss the possibility of this arrangement, they realized that this was not just about sharing a dog. It was about creating a new kind of family, one built on compassion, understanding, and the shared goal of helping two young girls, Emma and Lily, heal from their emotional struggles. At the core of this arrangement was Daisy, the therapy dog, who had already made a profound impact on both girls' lives. Daisy had been the calm in Emma's storm, offering comfort during moments of anxiety and the gentle nudge that helped Lily open up. The bond they had with Daisy was undeniable, but both families knew that Daisy's healing power could be shared, not just within one home, but across two. Initially, The girls were hesitant. Emma, who had always been a little more reserved, worried that sharing Daisy would somehow diminish the bond they had built. Lily, too, had her own doubts, unsure how this arrangement might affect her relationship with the dog she had come to depend on for emotional support. But as the parents discussed their options, a sense of realization dawned on them all. This wasn't about dividing time, it was about multiplying love. The decision to move forward with the shared custody arrangement was a leap of faith for both families. The logistics alone seemed challenging, scheduling Daisy's visits, managing the girl's emotional needs, and ensuring both households could offer a stable environment for the dog. But despite the challenges, the families knew it was worth the risk. Daisy was more than just a pet. She was a lifeline, a bridge between the two girls' emotional worlds. What the families hadn't anticipated was the way the arrangement would change them. It didn't take long for Emma and Lily to realize that the love they had for Daisy didn't diminish when it was shared. Instead, it grew stronger. The time spent together with Daisy in each home became a source of joy, not just for the girls, but for the entire family. Daisy was more than just a dog. She was a source of connection, a reminder that family isn't always defined by blood, but by shared experiences, love, and understanding. As the girls began to navigate their new routine, something remarkable began to happen. They started to learn not just how to share Daisy, but how to share themselves. They talked about their fears, their struggles, and their hopes, not just with their families, but with each other. Daisy had become the thread that connected them, weaving a tapestry of trust and empathy between the two girls. It was through this bond that they began to understand that they were not alone, that even in moments of anxiety or fear, there was always someone who understood. The shared custody arrangement, which had started as a bold experiment, had now become a new way of life. It was no longer just about managing schedules and responsibilities. It was about creating a community, a family, that was rooted in mutual care and support. The Harrisons and the Cartwrights found themselves growing closer, not just as neighbors, but as partners in the journey of healing. The shared custody of Daisy had transformed their lives, bringing them together in ways they had never imagined. In the end, the shared custody arrangement wasn't just a solution for Emma and Lily, it was a lesson in the power of shared love, compassion, and the unexpected ways in which family can be created and expanded. The shared custody arrangement had been an unexpected success, transforming not just the lives of the Harrison and Cartwright families, but also the hearts of Emma and Lily. Daisy, the therapy dog who had first brought them together, had become more than just a dog. She had become a symbol of the strength and connection that the two girls shared, despite their emotional struggles. However, as the months passed, the families faced a challenge that would test the resilience of their bond, a challenge neither of them had anticipated. It all began with a phone call that would send waves of uncertainty through both households. A prestigious therapy organization in a neighboring city had caught wind of Daisy's extraordinary impact on Emma and Lily. After hearing about the shared custody arrangement, they believed that Daisy could help even more children if she underwent a specialized training program to become a certified therapy dog for children with severe emotional trauma. The program would require Daisy to be away from her families for an extended period, 3 weeks. The news was met with mixed emotions. On one hand, the families knew that Daisy's potential to help others was limitless. They had seen her transform Emma's anxiety into hope, and how Lily, once shy and withdrawn, had blossomed under Daisy's gentle guidance. The thought of Daisy helping more children like Emma and Lily was exciting, but the idea of parting with her for 3 weeks brought a flood of anxiety. "I don't know if I can do this," Emma whispered to her mother, her voice shaking with the weight of the decision. She had grown so attached to Daisy, and the thought of not having her by her side every day filled her with dread. "I don't know if I can either," Lily's voice cracked as she echoed Emma's sentiment. "What if Daisy forgets about us? What if she loves the other kids more than us?" The worry was palpable. The bond between the girls and Daisy was unique and irreplaceable, and the thought of that bond being tested was overwhelming. But their mothers, Rachel Harrison and Claire Cartwright, knew they couldn't make this decision for their daughters. They needed to face this challenge together as a family. As the days passed, the families discussed the situation at length, weighing the benefits against the emotional cost. On the one hand, Daisy's training would allow her to reach more children in need of emotional support, children who were struggling with the same fears, anxieties, and traumas that Emma and Lily had faced. But on the other hand, the separation would test the strength of the girls' emotional progress. Would they revert to their old fears and anxieties? Would Daisy's absence undo the progress they had made? "Maybe this is what Daisy was meant to do," Rachel said one evening as she sat with Claire, both mothers deep in conversation. "We've seen how she's changed Emma and Lily's lives. This could be their way of giving back. They're not losing Daisy. They are helping her fulfill her purpose." "I know," Claire agreed, but her voice was tinged with worry. "But it's still hard. It's not just about Daisy being away, it's about the girls. They've come so far, and I don't want to see them fall back into the same fears and anxieties. They still need Daisy." That night, both families gathered to talk through their concerns, making sure the girls felt heard and understood. Emma and Lily sat on the couch together, the weight of the situation looming over them like a storm cloud. After a long silence, Lily spoke up. "What if we make a plan?" she asked, her voice surprisingly steady. "What if we find a way to stay connected to Daisy while she's gone?" Emma, looking at her best friend, slowly nodded. "Yeah, we could make her a little scrapbook. We could write her letters every day and maybe even send her pictures so she doesn't forget us." Rachel and Claire exchanged looks. It was a simple idea, but it was a good one. The girls were showing their maturity, their ability to embrace the challenge rather than shy away from it. They had already come so far, and this was another step in their emotional growth. "Why not? Don't we turn this into an adventure?" Claire suggested, her eyes lighting up with a new idea. "We could document Daisy's training, create a blog, and include updates about how she's helping the other children. That way, you'll feel like you're part of her journey, even if she's not here." The idea sparked excitement in both girls. The project would not only keep them connected to Daisy, but also allow them to share their experience with others. It would be a way to show how far they had come and how much they had learned from their therapy dog. The following weeks were a whirlwind of preparation. The girls worked together on their scrapbook, filling it with drawings, pictures, and heartfelt notes for Daisy. They made videos explaining the special games and training commands Daisy had taught them, hoping the new kids Daisy would meet would learn just how much she meant to them. The night before Daisy left for her training program, the families hosted a farewell gathering. Friends from the community, other families who had been inspired by Daisy's story, came to offer their support. Daisy's departure was bittersweet, but there was a sense of unity in the air. The girls weren't alone in their struggle. They had the support of not only their families, but also the community that had rallied around them from the very beginning. "Remember, Daisy will be back," Rachel reassured Emma and Lily as they hugged the dog goodbye. "And you'll still have each other, and you'll be helping her too. You're part of her journey just as much as she is part of yours." "I know," Emma whispered, wiping away a tear. "I just miss her already." As Daisy left for the training center in Houston, the families embraced the uncertainty that lay ahead. They had taken the first step toward an adventure that would challenge their strength, resilience, and bond. But they were ready. This was more than just about a therapy dog. It was about facing their fears together and proving that love, even when it's shared, never diminishes. Instead, it grows stronger. Over the next 3 weeks, as Daisy underwent training and connected with other children in need, Emma and Lily's emotional growth continued. They didn't just miss Daisy. They learned to channel their love for her into something bigger than themselves. With each letter, each video, each update, they not only stayed connected to Daisy, but also discovered the depth of their own strength. It wasn't just about having Daisy by their side. It was about being brave enough to let her go and learning how to grow even without her. The separation, which had once seemed like an insurmountable challenge, became the very thing that tested and solidified their bond. It was a test of strength, not just for Emma and Lily, but for the entire family. And in the end, they emerged stronger than ever before, ready to face whatever came next, together. The day Daisy returned from her training felt like a lifetime in the making. For 3 long weeks, Emma and Lily had kept themselves busy, but the void left by their beloved therapy dog had never truly faded. The letters, the scrapbook, and the updates from Daisy's training center had been their lifeline, yet nothing could replace the tangible comfort that Daisy brought. Her warm presence, her gentle gaze, and her calming touch. As the day of her return approached, both girls felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. Would Daisy remember them? Would their bond be the same? Despite the reassurance from their mothers that Daisy would always love them, the fear of change was palpable. The changes they had undergone during Daisy's absence, the emotional growth, the strength they had discovered in themselves, had been profound. But the question remained, would Daisy still be the same too? Would she remember her role in their healing journey, or would she be different after her time away? The morning of Daisy's return, the whole family gathered at the airport. It was a rainy, overcast day, yet the warmth between Emma, Lily, and their mothers could be felt in the air, as though they had all been waiting for this moment. Emma held tightly to a small plush dog she had named Mini Daisy, a comforting reminder of the real Daisy, who would soon be home. Lily had her phone out, ready to capture the moment, knowing it would be one they would look back on for years to come. As the gates opened and the familiar scent of Daisy filled the air, the girl's eyes immediately searched the crowd. Then, as if by magic, Daisy appeared, her tail wagging furiously, her eyes lighting up as soon as she saw them. The moment their eyes met, it was as if time stood still. Daisy bounded toward them, her energy infectious, her enthusiasm unmistakable. Without hesitation, Emma and Lily ran toward her, tears of joy streaming down their faces. "Daisy!" they both cried, their voices a mix of relief and pure happiness. Daisy's reunion with Emma and Lily was nothing short of miraculous. The bond they shared, forged through months of healing, was undeniable. Daisy seemed just as excited to see them as they were to see her. She licked their faces with abandon, her tail wagging so vigorously it seemed like it might lift her off the ground. The emotional connection was instant, deeper than it had ever been before. Despite the distance, Daisy had never truly been apart from them, not in her heart, and not in theirs. In that moment, any lingering doubts or fears vanished. Daisy hadn't changed. She was still the same loving, intuitive dog that had brought them comfort when they needed it most. But something had shifted in Emma and Lily. They had grown stronger, more resilient, and more confident in their ability to face the world, with or without Daisy. Her absence had taught them that healing wasn't just about having someone beside you. It was about finding the strength to move forward, even in the hardest moments. The reunion wasn't just an emotional release. It was a transformative moment for the entire family. For Rachel and Claire, seeing their daughters embrace each other and Daisy once again was a reminder of the power of love, resilience, and healing. They had come so far, and the challenges they had faced together had only strengthened their bond as a family. As they walked out of the airport, Daisy between them, the rain began to subside, and a ray of sunshine broke through the clouds. It was as if nature itself was celebrating the reunion. The family was complete once more, and they knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they had each other. And Daisy Swipe had darted to her feet, pointing to the signs of the rain. In the same instant they were face masks. They had each other. And Daisy, with all her challenges lay ahead, they had each other. And now, with Daisy back by their side, the real journey of growth, love, and healing could continue, stronger than ever. As the days passed after Daisy's reunion with Emma and Lily, the ripple effects of their shared custody arrangement began to grow far beyond their immediate family circle. What had started as a simple arrangement between two families designed to help two children struggling with anxiety had blossomed into something much larger, a model of healing, compassion, and community that resonated with others who had faced similar challenges. The story of Daisy's journey, from a sheltered dog to a vital member of Emma and Lily's lives, had touched the hearts of many. Word spread through their community, and soon, families who were dealing with their own struggles reached out to inquire about the shared custody program. The local therapy dog organization, having closely observed the transformative impact of Daisy's presence in the lives of both girls, saw an opportunity to replicate this model for other families. Emily, who had been instrumental in organizing the initial shared custody arrangement, found herself increasingly busy with inquiries from families across the region. The concept of sharing a therapy dog was unique, but it was becoming clear that it could be a powerful tool in the healing process for many. What Emma, Lily, and their mothers had created wasn't just about a dog. It was about the connections that formed through sharing the responsibility of caring for and healing with a therapy animal. It was about community, emotional support, and the power of shared experiences. With the growing interest, the shelter and the therapy dog organization partnered to create a new initiative, one that would expand the shared custody model to other families in need. The Winters and Martinez families, now seasoned advocates for the program, stepped into mentoring roles, helping guide new families through the process. They had learned firsthand the intricacies and challenges of shared custody, balancing emotions, schedules, and the needs of the dog, yet they also knew the profound impact it could have. Rachel and Claire found themselves offering advice, sharing their experiences, and offering a listening ear to parents who were just starting their journey. Their daughters, once struggling to navigate their own emotional challenges, had become mentors in their own right. Emma and Lily began speaking at local events, sharing their story and their relationship with the dog, and how their relationship with the dog had helped them grow in ways they never thought possible. The shared custody program quickly expanded not just within their community, but to nearby cities. Other shelters, inspired by the success of the program, began to adopt similar models, recognizing the value of a community-based approach to therapy animals. More dogs, like Daisy, were trained and placed with families who needed them, creating a network of support that stretched far beyond the original families involved. Even as their story gained national attention, Emma and Lily remained grounded in the experience that had changed their lives. They continued their blog, sharing updates on their journey and encouraging other children facing similar struggles to find strength in their own unique support systems. The legacy of Daisy and the healing that came from sharing her was becoming something much larger than any of them had anticipated. What had started as a simple arrangement between two families had blossomed into a nationwide initiative, one that was changing the way people thought about therapy animals, healing, and the power of shared love. And in that, Emma and Lily had discovered a new purpose. one that would continue to grow and touch the lives of others, far beyond what they had ever imagined. As the months passed, the journey that began with a simple idea, a shared custody arrangement between two families for the sake of a therapy dog, came full circle, transforming not only the lives of Emma, Lily, and their families, but also the entire community. What had once been a fragile experiment had grown into a powerful and inspiring story of resilience, love, and healing. Daisy, the therapy dog who had brought these two families together, had become more than just a bridge between Emma and Lily. She had become a symbol of hope, unity, and the boundless potential for healing when compassion is shared. Looking back on the days when Emma and Lily had first met, unsure of how this unconventional arrangement might work, both girls could hardly believe how far they had come. They had not only learned how to share Daisy, but in the process had discovered a new kind of family, a community that extended beyond the boundaries of their own homes. The girls, once isolated by their individual struggles with anxiety, had become stronger, more confident, and more connected to one another. They had forged a bond through their shared experiences with Daisy that transcended the need for constant physical proximity. In sharing Daisy, they had found something far greater than they had expected, a deeper understanding of themselves, each other, and the people around them. For Emma and Lily's parents, Claire and Rachel, the transformation was equally profound. What started as a tentative arrangement, born from a desire to help their daughters heal, had blossomed into a partnership that extended beyond their immediate families. They had learned to navigate the delicate balance of shared custody, discovering that it wasn't just about splitting time with a dog. It was about learning to support each other in ways they had never imagined. The once rigid schedules had given way to a more flexible, compassionate approach to family life, one that embraced the unpredictable nature of healing and the importance of emotional connection. What had begun as a local experiment quickly spread throughout the community, with more families reaching out for guidance and support. The shared custody model became a beacon of hope for children struggling with anxiety, trauma, or other emotional challenges. As more families adopted the program, it became clear that the success of Daisy's arrangement was not just about the bond between the girls. It was about the impact on entire families, fostering a sense of belonging, support, and shared healing. The partnership between the shelter, the therapy dog organization, and the families involved had sparked a new wave of collaboration and outreach. The girls, once shy and uncertain, had become advocates, sharing their story and teaching others the power of emotional resilience. Their blog, which started as a small project to document their journey, had become a platform for families across the country to connect, share their experiences, and find hope. As the community came together to celebrate their success, the shelter's adoption event marked the culmination of an extraordinary year. The families, once hesitant about how sharing a therapy dog could work, now stood together as champions of a new way of thinking about family and healing. Daisy had not only changed their lives, she had shown them all that family isn't defined by conventional boundaries. It's shaped by love, compassion, and the willingness to share in each other's healing. In that moment, as Daisy lay between Emma and Lily, the journey came full circle. What started as a small spark of hope had become a lasting legacy, a model for others to follow, a testament to the power of shared love, and a reminder that healing, when shared, multiplies. The story of Emma, Lily, and Daisy is more than just a heartwarming tale. It's a call to action for families, communities, and organizations everywhere. It reminds us that healing doesn't have to be a solitary journey. When we share our strengths, our love, and our resources, we create a powerful force for change. If you've been inspired by their journey, consider how you can make a difference in your own community. Whether it's by volunteering with therapy dog programs, supporting children struggling with emotional challenges, or starting your own shared custody arrangement for a therapy dog, you have the power to create lasting change. Reach out to local shelters, mental health organizations, or therapy dog programs and explore how you can be part of something bigger than yourself. Every small step counts, and together, we can create a world where families are connected by compassion, where healing is shared, and where the bonds we form make us stronger. Don't wait. Take action today. Share this story with others, start a conversation, and help spread the message that love, when shared, multiplies. The future is bright, and together, we can make it even brighter.